Damo.
I'm cool. I'm just.
And we are Financially Lit. Welcome everybody to, we can't even say really, we can say episode 5.
Yeah.
My name is Damo.
I'm cool. I'm just.
And we are Financially Lit. This episode is very, I would say, informative. We're going to give you guys some dope content. We have a special guest with us today, Gaylon Hughs Jr. of 3E Management Solutions. Welcome, Gaylon.
Appreciate it. I'm honored to be on the platform. Like I said, I've been a fan. I've been watching y'all episodes, and I'm liking it. I'm loving it. Like I told y'all on pre-roll, keep going. Please keep going.
It's an honor to have you, man. When you reached out to us, I thought it was just like perfect because of what our goal is in teaching financial literacy, the importance of the power in the dollar, the importance of having stability, financial freedom, generational wealth. What comes with that is when you are you to go that right now.
I know a thing or two.
You know a thing or two.
I know a thing or two.
Well, let our audience know exactly what you do.
So I just launched. Well, me and my wife just launched our first company from the 3E brand. It's called 3E Management Solutions, as I told you. We are a credit restoration organization. So basically, what we do is we help people restore their credit and take off the negative items off their credit reports, and basically coach them and counsel them to sustain a great credit score even after we provided their services or our services with them.
Okay.
So, and then I don't want to be too far, but we got something coming in January of 2021.
Okay.
Basically, it's going to be a different, an additional department to where we're going to do personal credit funding and then also business credit funding as well. So for people who are looking for more credit lines, people who are in businesses who are looking for more money to leverage or sustain, we're going to be doing that too.
Wow.
Congratulations,
man.
Yeah. We come in 3E is I say this humbly. We're working.
Congratulations, because we know that you guys just launched. But you guys been doing this.
Correct. So me and my wife, we launched the company, just like close family and friends, and then that's when I started getting more comfortable in the process, and then we started reaching out to people. So we got about 20 to 25 clients now. Okay. So it's been going well. It's been going well this far. So
okay,
that's good.
My question, which I think will kind of warm the audience up to the big discussions we about to have, is,
of course,
give us why is credit so important?
What I like to do is I'm gonna be the first one to say this. I'm not the smartest guy, so I'm not the listen. I'm not the credit exactly. Like my dad says, the learning book never closes, even outside of whatever you do. So that's the first thing I want to say. But the question is of how important credit is. I like to use real life examples.
Okay.
So, has anybody in this room had family who caught serious illnesses?
Yes.
Have any of you guys had family members who's been incarcerated for a certain amount of time?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. If, from the first example, from the person who has a serious illness, they end up passing away.
Correct.
God forbid, they end up passing away.
Right.
None of your family members have good credit. You start a GoFundMe.
To cover expenses. Okay.
Let's flip that. Damo, great aunt, just passed. Damo had 720 credit score.
Yeah.
She go, well, I got a couple credit lines, a couple credit cards I know I can do, but let me go see if I can get a personal loan or something from Fifth Third Bank. You get approved for $50,000 just because you had that credit score.
Right.
Now, the whole burden of the family is on you. Not burden, but you are in a position and blessed enough to go, oh, don't worry about it, Mom. Don't worry about it, Dad. I can take care of this.
Okay.
Now, let's go back to the second example. You got a family member who has been incarcerated. Let's say got charged for murder. They did 20, 25 years in jail. He's been reading consistently. Just reading, educating himself, doing these types of things. You go, you know what? I know Gaylon who knows how to repair credit. and he knows how to build credit. Let me go see if he can do something for you.
Okay.
Instead of him going to apply for a job knowing he can't get a job because he has that on his record, why don't you go open up that haircut business you was talking about?
Yeah.
Now for them 20 to 25 years, Gaylon has been helping Damo build her cousin's credit, and now he comes out with a 720 or 730 credit score, and he has several credit lines, and we already have a business LLC built out, so he has business credit as well.
Okay.
He doesn't, on top of that, he doesn't have to go talk to anybody. He can go open his business on his own. So now he comes out the gate, has his own business set up from building credit from that for that certain amount of time. Now to delve that back in, credit is so important because I call it a lifeline. When you learn, as we grow, as we were educated, I'm sure you guys have heard this plenty of times. Credit cards are bad. You shouldn't use them. Why? Your mom was like, yeah, boy, you better not use that credit card.
Yeah.
You gonna run it up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When you learn how you can leverage the bank's money, and put people in position to actually win, and put yourself in position to win, it's a different ball game.
You go back to having good debt too.
Correct, exactly, and I'm sure we're gonna get into that too. So I ain't gonna get too deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, credit is the lifeline that you need to always be in position to where you never know what emergency you have, that you have to just put to the side and go, okay, I know me and my family are good no matter what because we always will have good credit.
Right. So like, going to the credit cards, with credit cards come great responsibility.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like
For
we touched on it a little bit when you're young and they offering them credit cards, you see free money.
Yep. Unfortunately,
so you just get to swipe, swipe. Like that's, I mean, I don't have a bad thing towards credit cards because it does help you.
Correct.
But I know Dominique.
Right.
So I just know like I might get to a place where I might feel lazy and just be like, man, I'm about to swipe. Swipe. So I don't have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might do like like the secured credit cards where I just have it geared towards just one specific thing, like for groceries or for gas, something like that. But I don't think credit cards is bad. I just think it comes, depending on the person, it comes with great responsibility.
Correct. and the level of education as well.
I think credit cards is good if you got good self-control.
Correct.
Because there's a lot of people, like you said, that just swipe and just like to spend it, like I'll pay it back later.
Yeah.
But now you 3 months down, you still paying for them jeans you bought 3 months ago.
and that's when they come in what he said, bad debt, assets or liabilities.
Yeah.
So which one are you really spending your credit with? That's my biggest thing.
Right.
So,
I like how you put that.
I think it's good to talk about how important credit is because when we come out of, and this is just speaking for our community.
Correct.
When we come out of school, high school, college, and we go out into the world, man, the last thing I know for me when I came out of high school and I was on my own at 18, and that was by my choice though. I didn't have to.
You didn't have to.
But when I got out of there, I didn't have no credit. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't trying to get none either. I'm like, why go to the car lot and have a car note when I could just put $5,000 on something to just get me back and forth to work?
Right.
That was just me.
Yeah.
Because you always heard bad stuff about it too.
Because we're not educated.
We didn't know nothing about it.
We're not educated.
We weren't educated about it.
educated.
And then when you come of a certain age, it didn't start getting important to me till I'm about to marry my wife.
Correct.
So now I gotta think about
we
gotta
get
a house.
You have to think about a house.
You
have to think about insurance policies. You have to think about the employment that you have, where employers are actually pulling your credit to go, is this person responsible?
I didn't know that.
They 100%. I got. No, excuse me. My wife had got denied of a temp agency that she was trying to go work at. I think she was 19, 20. I forgot, but she was trying to go work at a temp agency, and the employer literally told her flat out, like verbatim, we can't hire you. We reviewed your credit score, and it just doesn't
for a job.
For a job.
Right.
So for the average person that's thinking about that, it's so many factors that credit plays in. The fact that you can't live without it. At some point in your life, you're going to have to face it. Credit, no matter if you think. The famous saying is cash is king. If you think that cash rules the world, that's cool and that's fine. That's cute.
Yeah.
But when you go apply for that house that you always wanted and you want to live the American dream, they gonna go, even if you're paying for cash, can we see your credit just to see if we want to even cooperate with you?
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah.
Wow.
Because a lot of banks, like even if you got all the cash in the bank, like when you go get like investment loans and stuff, they still want to see your credit.
Yeah.
If you got good payment history.
Correct.
You can have all the cash in the world, but without that credit, they can still deny you.
Yeah.
Of giving you like the bank loans and all that for investments. But
and let's take it even a step further. Well, I won't say us, but what I've seen from personal experience, especially in the black community, everybody rambles about, I got an 800 credit score.
Yeah.
I got a good credit score. But what does your
report?
report? Not only that, what does your report look like?
Right.
Do you have the lifted history? Do you actually have a certain amount of credit lines or trade lines to where if you go to that lender, you look like you are lendable, like they want to give you the money?
Right.
When you think about the report versus a credit score is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Right.
It's what's on your what's on your report. It's a game. It's literally a paper game. When you go to these banks, it's a resume for getting money. You go, let me get my resume in check. Let me make sure the font is looking good. I got this money here. Let me see if it look good. If it looks good, then I'm gonna go. That's how it's supposed to be looked at. It's a game.
Okay.
And then you also gotta remember, like, is your debt to income, like you can have 800 credit score, but if your income not there, because I know somebody with like a 750, but they went in there, but their income wasn't good enough. They got denied for like $20,000. And you got a 750 credit score.
And let me ask you, what were they going to get? Like, what were they trying to achieve with that? Were they trying to get a house?
A personal loan and doing investment.
So, and then let me ask you this, did they just put their income?
Yeah.
So, drop you another gem. What happens is, so what happens is when you go apply for these banks or these financial products, most people don't know that if you are living with someone else or you're living with family members, that's considered your income as well. So, for example, if your mom is making $250,000 a year, but you are only making $30,000, of course they're going to deny you. You're making $30,000, and if you're trying to get, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to say of course, but let's say if you're trying to get a certain higher product, your income doesn't match that. But if you go put mom on there and go, okay, instead of the $30,000, I actually have $280,000 of income in my household.
Right.
We definitely know if his loan or his product goes in bankruptcy, he has the income to back it up.
Right.
So when you go apply for these loans or these financial products, and I would tell whoever that was, put whoever's in your household as income, because that's completely legit and legal. People do it all the time. So
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
So that's basically saying, like, if we live together, I got 800 credit score, but only making $20,000 a year. But she making $200,000 a year.
You can legitimately put on your on that resume or that application or anything, I make what we make, what me and my wife or whoever you're living with makes. So like you.
Does that make me a co-signer now?
Yeah, correct. So and I wanted to go into that too. So. I think you said something about credit card. I forgot what you said about credit cards. Another thing that people don't know is you leverage. If somebody in your household has a good credit score, you can leverage that too.
Is that because it's a household?
Correct. And on top of that, you have your dad in your house. Say you live with your dad, and your dad has a 750 credit score, and he has a credit line or a credit card for $5,000, and he's had that credit card for 7 years.
Yeah.
You go, I'm trying to rebuild my credit, or I'm just starting to build my credit.
Right.
Your dad go add you as an authorized user. Now you take his credit history and that credit card amount for $5,000. Now you put that on your credit report, and now your credit score goes up 150 points.
Right. I see.
Just by doing that one thing.
I know a lot.
I got a piece of paper right there. I got to look.
Listen,
Like, hey.
I told you before on pre-roll, I can do this all day with y'all.
I love it. I know a lot of people that do that when they get to when their parents get to a certain age. They'll say, "Hey, mom, dad, I need help." So they'll go to their parents, and their parents will put them on. Instead, as us, as a community, we try to put ourselves on, but we go about it the wrong way.
Oh my God, me and my wife just talked about that earlier today.
Do you understand what the Chinese communities are doing? Do you understand
She
what the
just
Jewish
said
communities are saying?
exactly what you
Let me ask you. Let me tell you
That's
something.
so crazy.
When you go, let's say you go on let's say you go on Van Street on the south side of Toledo.
Yeah, okay.
What do you see in those types of plazas in those areas? you see a Chinese massage parlor. You see a Chinese nail shop, whatever it is. You got you got 2 or 3 in that section. And when you have 2 or 3 in that section, what happens is and that's not on that's not by accident.
Right.
What they're doing is from yay high. What they're doing is we're gonna put them on all of our credit cards. So when they turn 18 and I get old, I'm just gonna slide you right in. You've been watching us build the business for 18 years. Yeah. We're not about to go work for anybody else. We about to go open up some more parlors.
Right.
And that's the marketing and the idea and mindset behind it is we're coming into the States and we are infiltrating everything.
Right.
We're not going to anybody that need anything. We're going to start from each generation and build this up, so you don't have to depend on anybody.
That's generational wealth.
Yeah, keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah.
We literally just had
Yeah,
this conversation.
Yeah. It's when you think it's
so
deep.
crazy.
It's deep.
But we don't do that. I know as a community, we don't too often do that. It's other
because it's a personal thing within ourselves. I think it's an insecurity, ego thing within ourselves that it hurts us to see the next person doing better than us.
Oh my God.
That's the problem.
Stop it. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And
why is that a problem?
No, it's backwards.
Right.
When you think about one of those, like the different types of communities I just mentioned, they are passing these businesses, not like forcefully do. They are passing them.
Right.
Why in a black community you got a nail salon and a hair salon? Why won't you merge those? Right. Get rid of the other rent payment and utility payments that you have. Now y'all build your income up. Y'all go get on each business LLC. Yeah. Now y'all building up together instead of going separate ways.
Right. All the traffic going to one place.
And you paying less.
And you scale that out.
Yeah. All the traffic. I can go get my hair and my nails done at the same spot.
One-stop shop. One-stop shop. Yeah.
Nobody thinks about that.
Last night with the virus. One-stop shop.
Yeah, one-stop shop.
I just go to one place.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to go to a million places throughout the day. You want to go one place and go, look, I'm going to get my hair done, my nails done, and I'm going to go about my day.
That's because we don't preach collaboration enough, though. It's all competition.
So that's what we're just launching. So
right.
I think we're all getting on our feet now. Right. So this is important that we need to get out there too.
This is important.
Yeah,
This is we do this. We in general we do the same thing.
Correct.
He focuses strictly on credit repair. We focus on kind of like an overview of that. We could have easily said we gonna talk about credit repair. Forget him.
Right.
But we said no. We gonna collab with our brother because he knows something that we
we
don't know.
Yeah. But not only that, having the emotional stability to go. I know Gaylon knows better credit repair than I do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Be an expert at hiring experts.
Nobody want to admit that.
No, and it deflates businesses, relationships, everything. When you put your ego to the side and go, I know they're better than me at something like that, but at the same time, I want to collaborate with them because it's going to scale both our brands and our businesses. Yeah. It makes sense. It defeats the purpose of what you're doing.
It shortens the learn. Like most people would have went and picked up a credit book and were like, all right, now I'm going to talk about credit.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it, but instead of that, we just put you on here. Right. You can inform us and them.
Right.
And just you delete the whole middleman.
Exactly. And providing valuable content.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we're how can I say it? We're displaying collaboration. Yeah. We're displaying love and support for his business. Yeah. Right. Ain't no hate in this.
No, none at all.
How could you? He might get a client
right
after this. You know what I'm saying? I might be hitting him again like,
don't make me go grab my laptop bag. I make sure we get these papers filled out now.
Right. You know? Yeah, like it's that simple. It's that simple. It don't always have to be about who the best. I gotta be the best. It don't have to be about that. It really don't. And in saying this, and it's not just for you, but what are some great ideas that we can put back into our youth in the communities to help them on financial literacy and collaboration and showing love and support?
Right.
Because it ain't taught in the schools. This ain't taught in the schools.
Come on.
So
if it was taught in school, and listen, if we was taught in the schools, we wouldn't be in this position that we in right now.
Right.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Exactly. I know. We talked about some ideas like we was hoping like this whole shutdown to be lifted by the summer, so we can put on some stuff for the kids.
And they hold some information.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I keep telling my wife this. I think 2020 is canceled. I mean, I think we'll go back to opening businesses and the social distancing. Yeah, exactly. But 2020, my personal is canceled.